Hi guys, so I am back and my I just don't know what's wrong with me. But I did a vlog. I did take pictures and videos here and there, but I did a vlog the whole experience, which I said I would. Because sometimes, when you are in the moment, your brain is not braining, right? It doesn't brain sometimes. So it didn't occur to me until I was like, the next day when I woke up, I was like, shoot, I didn't video. But anyways, so I'm just gonna like insert some pictures or clips here and there, whilst I'm like narrating whatever happened. So, like I told you guys, I said I was gonna bring my friends, blah blah blah, and I did. Um, Actually, I was supposed to bring three friends with me, so we're all four. But the other one had other stuff to do, so he couldn't make it, but he invited his other friend. So we're all three, I mean four girls. So anyways, so this friends of mine never in their life listened to K-pop. I mean, maybe they have heard it, but they didn't know it was, or the only K-pop they know is obviously BTS, right? So my friend, one of them, she's from Guam. She thought that BTS is K-pop. So yeah, that's what she told me. She was like, "Oh, I did." She's like, "What group?" And I was like, "They're called NCT 127." I sent them links to like um, an introduction. I don't even think they watched it because they still didn't know the members. But anyways, and then I sent them the set list. They didn't listen to the song. I don't know. You know how people just have their assumptions and prejudice, especially in K-pop, right? So, anyways, they didn't watch the video. They didn't listen to the songs. They were just there. Oh yeah, like I said, she said she thought it was just BTS and that, but she was intrigued to come to the, like, she didn't have any sort of like hesitation to join. She wanted to. She was like full in. She was like, yeah, maybe I will like this will be the time to get into K-pop or something like that. And then the other one, um, she kind of like has reservations or hesitation. I felt it through like the messages that maybe there was she might not come, right? She might like back out at the last minute or something. The other one, we just met her that day, so we don't necessarily know, but she said she's been listening to like girl groups. Like, she hasn't, like, she's not a fan, she just listens to the music, but she's not like in the fandom or like that. And this is her first concert, so at least she has some kind of knowledge, right? um so, anyways, this is us on our way. We went. We actually watched Coldplay the day before. Amazing. Coldplay is obviously amazing. Everything was beautiful. And of course, there's gonna be like slight comments here and there that took place. Like, uh, I was just trying to not give much off of the concerts. I was trying not to like spoil anything for the next day for NCT, in a sense that because my friend was saying, "Oh, I don't think any concert will beat Coldplay," which I mean, for them, I think it looks like so because they haven't attended any K-pop concerts, so they think that the lights and those beautiful, Coldplay concert is amazing. Let's not get that twisted. But they haven't experienced that only in a Coldplay concert, so they think that that's the only place that they have these beautiful lights and all that stuff. So I didn't say much. I was like, I know, right? I just said that. And then the next day we went to 127, and as we were, how do you call this? As we were waiting in queue, I of course people were giving us banners and all that stuff. Oh, they actually um asked a lot of questions like, oh my gosh, why is everybody in green? And I explained the whole thing to them. Um, they love the fact that everybody was dressed up, because obviously in a Western concert nobody's necessarily dressed up. Like, people do dress up and put makeup, but there's no like a theme, and it's not organized. So they were super amazed how organized everything was, and how the fans were just like, we all look cute and similar in the neon green energy. I was actually wearing a denim and white, because it was a whole debate between like neo green or denim and white and some other colors. But I also infused neo green. So anyways, beautiful peeps. So yeah, they were super amazed about the whole thing, because I was explaining to them like, this is how K-pop fans are. They're very organized. They are, they're like out there, right? They love to do things extravagantly. So anyways, they like that. They love the fans. They love how people were like super like welcoming. Everybody was like giving us freebies, and they were like, what is this? Who does this? They thought it was like the entertainment agency. I was like, no, these are just fan stuff. Like, when they see like fan projects, they were like, oh, why are they doing this? Like, why this? Why different members? Why the sunflower? Why? They asked so many questions. I had to explain everything, which was fun, because we were, using our time to uh, introduce them. Um, and they don't know any members, right? So it was hard for them to kind of also pronounce the names. I mean, I'm having a hard time still. So I was like, okay, there's two members. I even forgot about Jay, to be honest. But I said these two members have English names, so maybe you should just stick with the two members for now. And then if you fancy someone during the performance, you just let me know, and I'll tell you their names. Right? So I was like, there's this guy, he's tall, he's from Chicago, and his name is Johnny. And there's this other guy, he's Canadian, and his name is Mark, right? So those two, just remember their names for now. And then the rest, and my bias, obviously. I had this banner. I had to search high and low for it, for a YUTA banner. Amazing, beautiful, splendid. This is by Cherry Red on YouTube, I believe, and then on Instagram she is this, if you care for it. So obviously they knew these three guys, because obviously I had like the banner, I had like the photo cards, it's on my phone right now, I had a picture, everything. So they were curious about that as well. So initially, no, they were like, oh yeah, the guys are cute and all that, because they saw pictures as well, and I was telling them who's who. Actually, we got two more banners, DOYOUNG and TAEIL, and they were like, who is this one? Who is this one? Who is this one? So I told them their names, and since it was separate banners, I gave it to like two of my other friends, and the one holding DOYOUNG's was the Guam friend, and she's like, okay, this is mine for now, like this is my bias for now. I will look at him or look forward to him later on. And the other one was like, I will also look forward to Ted. I was like, oh, sorry, but he's not in this concert, unfortunately, and I had to tell them why. So anyways, moving forwards. Okay, so now they're low-key kind of like open, because it's like hours before the concert, right? They're open now. They're kind of like excited now, especially seeing the crowd, and there's like drama and beef going on in the line, which they were like, ooh. So anyways, we entered the venue, because in Coldplay concerts, right? So they have like a guest, and also like guest before Coldplay, and then a guest also after, not after Coldplay, but there's an intermission somewhere with other bands. And they were like, oh, so who's going to be the guest? And I was like, the guest? Oh, no, we don't play, okay? For 3 hours, it's going to be the boys, okay? And they were like, what? And I was like, let's just go in and see for ourselves. And also I was having I had a neobong. It's not mine. I rented it out. I'm planning to buy my own. one day, maybe this year, but I don't know when exactly. So anyways, I told them the price and the functions, and they were like, oh, they were super, super amazed by the explanation without even seeing what it does. When they saw what it does, that it sings, they were like, oh, I thought you had to control it yourself. I was like, yeah, no. But anyways, so the concert started, right? Like, before the concert started, they were playing some songs. I think they didn't play it for a long time. I think they played for 10 minutes. Like, it was only three songs, to be honest. And the fans were already like, were already singing along and doing the fan chant and all that. And they were like, whoa, this is intense. This is crazy. Because in the Coldplay one, I'm so sorry if I'm using Coldplay as an example, but we did it in the same weekend. So that's the only comparison. And that's also my first Western experience. So, and that's the only thing that they can compare it to, because that's the only concerts they've been to as well, right? So I'm sorry for that comparison, but it's very well needed in this circumstance. So I don't even know if anyone is watching. So they were like, oh my gosh, the fans, like, they're so intense, they're so crazy, like, in a good way, of course. They were so excited because everybody was like cheering, everybody was loud. I know the stadium was not full or anything, but who freaking cares? Like, yes, Coldplay was so full and packed, but the energy of how do you say this, the energy of, why do I forget the fans? Oh my god, I have so many like fandom names in my head, I can't even think. The energy of N-Citizen, or yeah, N-Citizens is crazy. So they were amazed by that, oh, the boys are not out yet, and whatnot. And also in the Coldplay one, the Coldplay was late. So when it was like 6:30 and it started, they were also amazed. It was like, whoa, it's starting on time. And I was like, yeah, that's how it works here. And the lights started to sink, and the stage was this beautiful intro and all that, and they were like so amazed. My friend was actually before, like on the way to the venue. Um, they said they didn't listen to the set list, and I was like, okay, maybe you can play the set list as we are on our way, so that you guys can get like the gist of it. They might not necessarily like that type of music, but I don't think they mind. Um, because one of my friend or Guam one was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna get bored because of this music, right? Because in the Coldplay one, she didn't get bored during Coldplay, but she got bored during like the not bored but sleepy during the guests parts because I don't know, she was just tired, and the song wasn't like hype enough for her to be like awake. So anyways, she was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be like as sleepy as I was yesterday. And I was like, oh, trust me, like even your toenails are not gonna sleep, okay? All sensories of your human body is going to be alert. Trust me, like your eyes, nose, ears, everything is gonna be awake. So anyways, um it started, the boys came out, everybody was screaming, the first song happened, they were taking videos, and what okay, I wasn't even paying attention to them at this point. I even forgot they existed. I'm so sorry, like I forgot they existed. I was just focusing on the boys and my video ish. I was trying to be in the moment, but I regret being in the moment because I want to watch back on things that I missed, and I can't do that because I was in the moment. I mean, some people like that, but it doesn't work for me. I try to be someone else or other people because they're always like saying, "Oh, why are you taking videos all the time?" Okay, now I know that my personality is not necessarily be in the moment. It's more of like be in the moment whilst capturing memories, right? So, anyways, um they were having fun, I guess, because I was like so focused on them that I forgot. And the only time that I actually remembered was Ment, the first Ment. I was like, oh, so how was it? Did anyone capture your eyes and da da da? And my friend was like, yeah, there's one person, my Guam friend actually. She was like, there's this one person. I'll let you know later when I find them again. And I was like, okay, fine. And then the others, my other friend, she was like, I like all of them. They're so cute. I was like, I know, right? And then the other girl that we just met that day, because she substituted for my guy friend, she was like, oh my god, because when we started, she's actually one of the people. She had 3 days, right, notice that she's gonna come with us. So I gave her the set list as well, and I was like, do you know any member? Do you like any of the members? And she's like, I know Mark, and I think so far he's my bias. And I was like, okay, good. So when I talked to them during the mint, she was like, I think I like HAECHAN now. And I was like, okay. I mean, do you, boo boo, right? Like, you can like anybody you like. You can like all of them. Who cares? Like, it just, as long as you're having fun. So, second stage, obviously, it got more and more intense, and they found the members really, like, they love, especially my other friend, the one that doesn't have a bias. I think she's OT 8 because she doesn't know Tay yet. She likes all of them. She's like, oh my god, they're so cute. I really love their personality, because of course during the Met they will, you will get to see that personality side of them. So she really likes that aspect of them. She likes the fact that when we go to the concert, we still get to know the personality, even if you don't know the people you're watching, but they do like human things, and you don't just see them as like these beautiful stars on stage and then that's it, and know them professionally for their voice and song, but you also get to know them as humans. And she really loved that aspect. I feel like she's low-key a J bias, like JAEHYUN, because she asked me during the VCR part, she's like, who's that guy, that one with the black hair? And it was JAEHYUN. And I was like, that's Jay. And then yeah, that's the only member she asked who is that. So I think she is a J bias, but I don't know. She tells me that she likes all of them, so I'm happy. And okay, so my Guam friend, she was sitting closer to me. So it's me, my Guam friend, and then I would say my American friend, and then the friend that we just met that day, right? So it's like that. Um, so my Guam friend, I was like, I don't know. Oh, I wasn't recording, I think. I believe I wasn't recording, but she was recording. And she was like, that guy, that's the one that I like. And I was like, what? Yuta? And she was like, what? That's Yuta? I was like, yes. So we like the same person. And then I was like, oh, when? Like, when did this happen? It's just like the moment I saw him, I fell in love. And I was like, I know it's it. I know same to me. It happened to me too. So I get where you're coming from. So it was so funny because like both of us were sitting together. We were just screaming when Yuta comes. And actually the girl beside me also is a Yuta fan. I don't know why all the Yuta fans were just accumulated in one space. There's a lot also on the upper bleachers. You could hear if Yuta was like on the screen or something, you would hear them scream. And then the three of us there. Um, so we're like, why is all Yuta fan like all together? I mean, we all knew he's gonna be on the right side probably all the time. So we're all accumulated on the right side. But anyways, that was so funny that my friend stole my bias, not necessarily stole my bias, but we all share this beautiful man because on stage his stage presence is just so crazy, like it's on another level. Like my friend literally said, I've never experienced this before, wherein I see someone for the first time and I just feel that like type of energy. And I was like, yep, I know. She even called him a potato. She's like, look at that. Because she took so many pictures. Like, if you see her phone, it's just like pictures of Yuta, like on the freaking performances. It's just his face. She even did an edit, and I was like, this girl is crazy. It's that phone that I'm using right now. I will post it on the screen so you guys can see. She was editing, like, she's doing like, she became obsessed, okay? Like, I am low-key scared now because she's obsessed. So, I even had to give her my photo cards because this woman is obsessed now. It's because of Yuta. I was like trying to give her like Johnny or Mark or someone like, that they can remember their names, but she was like, oh, but I think she low-key likes Johnny too, because there was one point when it was like she was screaming for Yuta and I was still screaming for Yuta, and then I could hear she's like, oh my god, Johnny! I was like, oh, she finally remembers his name. So anyways, I was scared going into this concert because I was thinking maybe TAEYONG will like bias wreck me, because I was seeing a lot of edits with his like, shirt off and the tank top. I don't even know how to call it, And I was like, this man is trying me. Please help me, oh Lord. But then during the concert, yes, I was still like screaming for him and all that, but it, it still belonged in this department, okay? But Taeyong might low-key be like a bias wrecker after that concert too. That's those two, the people who take their shirts off, I don't know, for some reason they want to snatch my wig, okay? So I know this is a long freaking story, but so my American friend, right, she's the one who's like skeptic one, because maybe she was like, oh, I don't think I'll get into this culture or whatever. But she was the one who literally was like, the next day she was like, oh, I searched about NCT because I just wanted to know, like, the whole situation. So they have a lot of subunit, like she knows like the technical aspect of the whole system, Now, like, here is me thinking she's gonna be the very skeptical one, and she's gonna be the very, like, not really my thing kind of vibes, which still gives up, but she constantly talks about them too, like, more than the Yuta obsession, Yuta fan, right? And I was like, these girls, and yeah, I feel like, if given a chance, I feel like they would go back again. Like, they would definitely watch them again if they came back. And I would. And I literally would, because I love them. They're so funny. I love that they fell in love with their personality too, and I explained to them, like, how, their friendship, brotherhood works and all that, and I really love that aspect. I feel like sooner they will be messaging me to send them content. I think they will be doing that soon. So that's it, my experience. I wish I did vlog it, to be honest, but guys, I just my brain left. Okay, as soon as NCT arrived in the Philippines, I was literally on dispatch watching them leaving Korea, and also when they arrived, I was in queue for Coldplay whilst I was watching them. I know. So what's my intention of telling you that? I don't remember what I was trying to say. My brain is somewhere. Okay, I remember now. So the reason why I didn't vlog is, I was like in the moment, or I was just like, I wasn't thinking about vlogging. I was just lazy. Okay, forgive me. Okay, and next time I'm gonna get VIP, because I said I was not gonna stand for, like, I wasn't gonna do standing because, like, I cannot be bothered. But after the performance and I saw the fan cams of the people standing, I was like, and also I need a Yuta t-shirt one day in the future. I need a Yuta t-shirt. Okay, so I need to do standing now. Oh, Lord of mercy, what have I gotten myself into? And now I even dragged my friends into this shenanigans. But you know what? At least I'm not gonna be the only crazy person now. Okay, so anyways, beautiful people, thank you for joining. I hope you watched. If not, I'm so sorry, it's so long. I'll see you in the next video. I'll come back with new content from 1 to 7 and the other subunits. I'll see you then. Bye.